welcome back to Marissa Explains It All. And since spring is finally here, I decided I would do a video discussing some of my favorite spring lip products. So I have a whole range, some lipsticks, some lip glosses here, and they're mostly drugstore, but there are a couple, higher end ones in here. So let's just go ahead and get started. And I have them already swatched here on my arm just for ease so that I can just go through them. This one, the first one I'm going to start with is a NYX Butter Gloss, and these are available on nyx.com or in Ulta they sell NYX. So this color is called Fun Size, and you can see it's just a really nice, it's here on my arm, a really nice soft peachy pink kind of color, and they're called butter glosses because they have a slip to them. They're not matte. And they wear very comfortably and nice, and I have a couple of these, and this color is one that I really like to wear. It's from the swatch you can see it's a nudish type in the nude family, but it still leans towards peachy pink color. So I thought, it's a great one for spring. It's one I like to bust out with this time of year. And then moving on to this next one is also a NYX product. Actually, I have a couple more NYX products too, but this one is a NYX Jumbo Pencil in the color Honey Nectar, and it's right here, the second color over. And I used to wear this like every single day. This was my go-to everyday, pencil that I would wear. I mean, you could see this isn't the first one I've owned. I cracked that's the one thing about these jumbo pencils is the lids crack, but it's a pencil and you just sharpen it with a regular sharpener, but it's great because you don't necessarily need a extra lip liner to wear with it. And so this is the color here, and I used to wear this every day for a while. I think it was probably one spring and summer I wore it every single day. So that is the NYX Jumbo Pencil in the color Honey Nectar. Alright, moving on to some brighter colors here, because those two, kind of the ones I just discussed, kind of fall in more of a neutral type category. But this next one is a Milani lipstick in the color Fruit Punch. And when I first got this, I wore it like non because I love the color so much. It's this pink color, so it's the third one over. It's this one here, and it's just a really nice pink. It's I would say a safer pink. If you want to wear pink but you don't want to go to the straight ostentatious bright color, then this color might be something you would like. And the Milani lipsticks are amazing. I mean, they're affordable. You can find them at CVS. I get all of my Milani products at CVS. And so they wear really nice. It has a slip to it. It's a traditional type lipstick. And that is Milani's Fruit Punch. And then moving on to a newer one that I just got, but I know is going to be big. Pastels are going to be huge in the spring. There are several companies that are coming out with their spring lines, and pastels are at the forefront of all of their spring makeup collections. So this color is called Lilac Flush, and it is the Maybelline Color Sensational lipstick. And it's lilac. That's just what it is. It's right here. So I went ahead, I'm skipping here because I didn't realize I went out of order there, but this is Lilac Flush. So you can see it's not a super bright, intense purple. It's a soft lilac color that I think, if you want to play with purple, a safe purple for you. So, it's again, traditional type lipstick. It has some slip to it. And, these pastels are going to be huge this spring. So if you want to be on trend, I would suggest looking at this line, if not getting this color, and seeing if there's anything that you like. So I'm going to go backwards because I realized I had skipped one. I don't know how. This one's a great one. This is the Melted Lipsticks, and I talk about these all the time. I have, a good amount of them. And this is the color Melted Fuchsia, and it's this bright fuchsia here. So the other one I just talked about was the Fruit Punch, Milani's Fruit Punch right next to it, and then this is Too Faced Melted Fuchsia. And you can see that it's a lot brighter, it's more intense, it's more like ostentatious in your face if you want to wear a really bright pink. Wear well, they're comfortable, and this color I wore last summer like crazy, so I know that this is going to be, again, one of my favorites when I wear bright colors. So that's Too Faced Melted Fuchsia. Okay, and moving on to my last lipstick here. It's a MAC Rambling Rose, and it's a frost finish, which I typically don't like frost finish lipsticks. I think they can look, not to say that I will never wear them, or, you know, obviously don't own some if I'm about to talk about one, but I don't usually lean towards them. But this one is called Rambling Rose, and it's right there. It's the last swatch that I have on my arm, and it is a beautiful peachy color with kind of champagne flecks in it, and I think it's really unique. And I think I got it as a back to MAC, so you know, I tend to take a little bit more risks when I'm doing back to MAC and get colors that I wouldn't normally purchase because it's free. So if you're not familiar with what back to MAC is, it's if you have 6 MAC items, you know, eyeshadows, lipsticks, lip glosses that are used up, or you don't want them anymore, you can go and exchange them and get a free lipstick. And so when I back to MAC things, I usually will get a color that is something I might not usually get, and this one was that, and I really love it. I actually, you know, last year when I got it, I reached for it quite a bit, and you can see it's kind of an orange color, but not, you know, not a straight up orange. It's kind of more of a rosy color, a rosy orangey color, and that is MAC Rambling Rose. All right, now I'm going to move on to some lip glosses. Summertime and springtime, I love lip gloss. Warmer months, I love lip gloss, because sometimes you don't feel like doing a full-on lip, and you know, you're just gonna, it's hot, you're sweaty, you don't feel like having to deal with the maintenance or whatever of it, so you just slap on some lip glosses and they work out great. And I have 2 NYX lip glosses here, and these are them, and they're very, very similar. One is a little bit oranger, one is a little bit pinker, and these are just the regular NYX butter glosses, and one is Maple Blonde, this one here, and this is Peaches and Cream, and I'll go ahead and swatch them now. I didn't swatch them before because I don't like to talk. I talk a lot with my hands. And I didn't want to talk with my hands and smear lip gloss all over my body. So this one, just go ahead and swatch it for you. This one is Maple Blonde, and these lip glosses are great. You know, they get a lot of hype and a lot of talk for good reason, and so you see it's kind of a peachy pink color, and I guess you can see it's a bit of a theme for my spring favorites. That I really like the peachy pink colors. This is the gloss in Maple Blondie by NYX Butter Gloss, and then I'll put right next to it the one Peaches and Cream, and this one is just a little bit darker and more intense. You can see there, a little bit brighter. So this one's more of like a natural, and this one is more brighter and pinker. In the tube, see, they look super similar. You wouldn't necessarily think like, I need both of those, but as you can see when I swatch them, they look pretty different. So those are the NYX Butter Glosses that I like. And then I'm going to move on to my last 2 products, and I don't hear these getting a lot of hype or a lot of talk, and I don't know why, because I really like them. They're the Revlon HD Ultra HD Lip Lacquers. Now, I have some of the lipsticks, and I don't really care for those, admittedly. You know, I remember when I saw them at the store at CVS, I was like totally jazzed because I walked up and the lady had just put out the display of all the colors, all the glosses, all the lipsticks, and I just about shit myself because that never happens. And I don't know what the deal is. I've talked about this before, but every time I go to get something, if there's a beauty product or a makeup product that I'm really wanting, or that's getting a lot of hype, it is almost 100% of the time sold out. It's rare that I get to just walk up and pick what I want. I usually have to go back several times or build it over time instead of just getting everything at once. So when I walked up, when I just happened to be at CVS on a random night and I saw that they had just put out the new Revlon stuff, I was like, holy shit, are you kidding me? This is awesome. So I kind of went hog wild, and I got a lot of the colors. The lipsticks, again, I don't really care for. They smell weird. The packaging is shitty, to be honest. It's just crappy packaging, and the formula isn't all that amazing. However, the lip lacquers I have loved. They're super pigmented. I really like the brush on them. They're not doe foot applicators. They're like these brush applicators. And I really like that because then, like, you know, you can kind of splay it out while you're applying it, so you can splay out the hairs and get more of a precise application, which is really necessary when you're working with really pigmented glosses. So this one is in the color, now these are really tiny, so I'm going to try it, Pink Sapphire. And it's a pink color, and it has a bit of, they have glitter in them. I don't know that it necessarily shows up on your lips. I don't remember it showing up on your lips like crazy, but when you look at the bottle or the jar, you're like, oh yeah, shiny, that's so pretty, but it doesn't necessarily really show up. So this is Pink Sapphire, and I'm going to go ahead and swatch this one. Again, kind of sticks with the same theme here, but see, it's there, that one, Pink Sapphire. And you see they're very pigmented. They don't really have much, I mean, the smell isn't really bad, like the lipsticks are pretty bad. And so you can see that's Pink Sapphire there. Just a pretty soft pink color. And this next one I'm going to talk about is called Petalite. And it actually really reminds me of NARS Orgasm. It's a peachy pink color with gold flecks in it. When you look at the bottle, it has like these gold sheen to it. And again, it has the same, you know, great brush applicator, which I like, and the same pigmentation. And they are pretty sticky, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, but I find that with the pigmented lip glosses, you know, they're pretty sticky in general, like for any brand. So this is Petalite right there. So you can see it's just a shimmery, kind of has some gold in it, lip gloss. And I really like these. And there's a nude one that I have that I used to wear, like I went through a phase where I wore it daily over a nude lipstick I had. And the thing that I really like about these Revlon HD lip lacquers is that they wear down really like nicely. So a lot of times with lip products, when they wear down, they'll start to patch or bleed, or, you know, especially with lip glosses, they like smear all over, or you just got to take them off because they're so greasy, you just can't stand to have them on your lips. But with these, you know, if you can stand the bit of stickiness, that, you know, tackiness that they provide, they wear down nicely. So, you know, you put them on and they'll be really pigmented, but then you'll look at yourself a couple hours later and they're still there, not as pigmented, but they're still there. So they just kind of wore down to like a softer intensity. And I really like glosses that wear like that. You know, surprisingly, I'm not that big into gloss, despite the fact that I own more than someone who might say that does. But you know, all hypocrisy aside, I do actually really like these glosses, and I recommend them, and I don't know why people don't talk about them more, you know, anywhere that Revlon is sold. And so there are all of the swatches. Just to wrap it up, there are all the swatches of my favorite spring lip colors. So some pinks, some nudes, purple, one lilac one there, and some glosses and lipsticks. So I hope that helps anyone that's trying to look for some spring colors or some spring makeup inspiration. The pastel colors are going to be very popular. So I think if you lean anywhere towards any pastels, you're gonna be in the trend ballpark. So if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe, and you'll be seeing more of me later. Okay, thanks, bye!